There's more to Houston with the Chronicle. More to experience and to explore. Knowing Houston is our passion. Discover more at HoustonChronicle.com.
This report is sponsored by the Houston Chronicle.
104.1 KRBE.
Let's go. Good morning.
The Roula and Ryan Show.
Hey, Derek.
It's about to get all stupid up in here.
Hey, sleepyhead.
Featuring Special K.
Nobody asked you, Kevin.
And Sam.
You've waited long enough.
How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula.
Macaroni and cheese hot dog.
Ryan.
I am the worst DJ ever.
With Eric.
We're the champions of the world.
104.1 KRBE.
Good morning, Houston, Texas. It's Wednesday, and it's the last day of the month. It's April the 30th of 2025. With the whole gang, Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam. It's 6:02 a.m.
This weather.
Oh, my God, the breeze is so nice,
I felt like we got an extra bonus because we know come May, June, it's on.
April showers
Yeah,
bring
next
May
5
flowers, but I don't feel like we had that many showers, which is
We
nice.
might have showers this morning.
But I'm just saying,
Really?
like, in general, like, last night, the last 3 nights at, like, 7:20, I have been forced out of my home on purpose. Like, something drove me out of the house. Like, I need to get outside and enjoy this nice breeze.
Oh, nice.
Because it's been so nice. Like, I don't usually take my dog for a walk. I make the kids do that. Go out there and give her some miles.
It's good. They should bond with the dog, and that should teach them responsibility
And
as well.
I purposely took Charlie out. I was like, I'm going to take Charlie for a walk. It's so nice outside.
I went to a event last night. There's a place in Vegas called Fountain Blue, and they have one in Miami, but this is a beautiful, it's like the newest place in the show Hacks. If you ever watch Hacks.
I love Hacks.
The last episode, they went to Vegas. She took all the writers to Vegas, and they went to Fountain Blue and stuff.
The Fountain Blue.
So where's this?
I went to the one in Miami.
Yeah, Miami. It's
Yeah.
legendary. So they,
so cool.
but they were. Roula and I have a friend that she brings in the whales and stuff. The people that
The
spend
big
big
dog
bucks. That
spenders.
This
That's
is-
what they call them in the casinos.
Thank you.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought you
I
meant
was like-
legit.
Yeah,
whales.
they're bringing the people. They're bringing the people that spend a lot of money gambling. Like,
It's like, how do you
They
pull
fly
those
you
in?
there in private jet. They put you up in the biggest suites.
Wow,
They
wow.
because they want you to spend money in their casino.
there's a guy we saw there that my wife, like since they were 12, were best friends. They haven't seen each other in years. But like when he goes there, they give him a Rolls Royce. They take him in a Rolls Royce to the place, give him a $10,000 suite every night.
Oh,
Those
my
type of
gosh.
thing, like
Because you have
to gamble.
guaranteed gamble time. You
He
have
must
to
be like
clock
a
hours in
gazillionaire
the,
or something.
In the
Yeah, I
casino.
guess. Yeah, he's just crazy. But I've been to all these people. I was just there because I'm a friend, and she wanted me to meet marketing because I'd love to do like a Roula and Ryan road show in Vegas.
At the Fountain Blue.
If there and take like 104 listeners with us and stuff, and we could do some cool things.
Yeah.
But while we were there, I met this one guy, and I was talking with him. And then someone goes, "Oh, Eric, those 2 people are swingers." And I'm like, "That's a swing." In my head, I always thought swingers were hot-looking
sexy people.
but no,
No,
it's like
not
you always
really.
say about
It's just like nudity. I always say
Yeah.
anytime there is nudity in public, it's usually not good nudity.
But I mean, really nice people. But I'm just like, oh wow, they're
Did they approach you?
No. He was telling some stories of that. I was like, oh damn. I'm like, and you're cool with that? Then that's when I'm like, oh wait a minute, because his wife was right there. I'm like, he's telling a story, and that's not about his wife
Oh,
Oh,
man,
he was
that's
talking
awkward.
about a conquest
or something
with
like
a dalliance with another woman.
or just with some people in Vegas and stuff, some crazy stuff.
I saw on your Instagram stories you had a glass of Pappy's.
Yeah, this other guy.
That's like $1,200 a glass.
What is Pappy's?
Pappy's is a very
this one, like-
sought after bourbon.
This guy gave it-
Scotch. Is it whiskey or
bourbon
bourbon?
whiskey or scotch
Bourbon.
or what?
It's a bourbon. And it's Pappy Van Winkle, and for some reason, what's the deal with it? It's like
Winkle, man.
That's what it's called,
Pappy
Pappy
Van
Van Winkle.
Winkle.
And for some reason, Eric, what's the story with it? Like, there's such a limited supply, but why?
I don't know. Who knows? I bet they have a big warehouse full of it. Like we always talk about Indiana Jones, how they got that.
They have his unicorn blood in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in all the years we do all those different charity events, we've been part of them, we've been guests at them, we've been, paid table guests at them. There's one that I went to years ago, and they had a Pappy's Van Winkle bottle up for the live auction.
like charities, yeah, people spend like $10,000 for these
For
things.
it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But this guy was drinking, and he goes,
They
"Hey,
taste amazing.
I had just a normal bourbon with me," and he's like, "God, put that down here. Take one of these."
Take
I'm
these
like,
Pappy's.
like, oh, okay. I ain't gonna pass on a $250 little dram of bourbon.
See, I wouldn't notice
I'm like-
the difference between
Oh,
like,
you would.
something at Kroger and that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you would.
You would.
But
did
I don't.
taste
I,
that.
Ruler's had
I'm
it
not
before.
a connoisseur. of
Even
anything.
I'm not a connoisseur, Ryan, and you could tell. I could tell the vanilla notes. The one thing about April that I never knew about, because I'm thinking of STAR testing. A lot of kids, we've been getting texts from kids and parents and students about STAR testing, and they're nervous, and eat a good breakfast, get a good night's sleep, all these things. You know that state song that y'all learned
15,
growing up
50.
that I didn't learn?
Yeah.
15,
Yeah, I need to learn that
United
too.
States.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
I didn't know that one
13
either.
original colonies.
Yeah, the one that I didn't
And they go
also
Alabama,
learn.
blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, they just start
It's
saying all
smart
the
because
state
music
names.
helps you remember
It is
everything.
super smart.
The other one that I didn't learn is the one about the months. I do know that April only has 30 days, but there is one of those like little rhymies about how many which months have 30 days and which months
Some with your
don't.
knuckles. Don't you do some with your knuckles?
Yes.
Like the,
If it goes down, it has less than like
It's 30 days or 31,
no
right?
how do they do February?
There's
February.
something.
28.
Yeah.
We got to look that up. Somebody text us at
Hold on.
37530 because
For
I
every
know
4
that
years.
April has 30 days, but May has 31. June has 30, July has 31, August has 31, September has 30, October has 31, November has 30, December has 31, January has 31, February has 28, March has 31.
We all like the longer
Yeah,
ones
if
because
you
rents
go up
do
on your
longer.
knuckles, so if you
Okay.
start from your
No.
left, I'm going left to right.
Okay.
So the first knuckle has 31 days, which is
That's
January.
January, uh-huh.
February has 28, so you go down. So
Yeah.
every single one that is raised means it
Yeah.
has 31 days.
The actual
so,
knuckle versus the divot between the
Yes.
knuckles.
So January,
God.
March, May, July, and then you go over to your right hand and
Mm-hmm.
you're going to go August, October, December. Those are all have 31, and all
Okay.
the other ones have 30 except for February.
Is there in the Google
Oh,
page you're
Lord.
reading? Does it
Yeah.
tell you the little moniker, like little rhymey song to it? Something have May.
Look,
June.
there's something
Month,
clearly to it when it comes to like the
rhyme,
songs with the information because look, go back to kindergarten, learning your ABCs. It's Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. A B C D E.
That's the only way I
That's
can
how
do.
you remember things.
I can't do
30
ABCs without singing it.
Oh yeah, tell
Mm-hmm.
me. 30 days have December, blah blah blah, May, November, or something like that. Or May,
memory.
Yeah,
September.
30 day has this one says September, April, June, and November. All the
Okay,
rest
yes.
have 31 except for February.
What about the oysters?
Okay, that's good. Just read that again one more time.
I feel like that does not rhyme.
No, it's not really rhyme. It's like some kind of like little moniker.
Yeah,
little
30
sing-song.
days has September, April, June, and November.
Mm-hmm.
All the rest have 31 except February.
It doesn't even rhyme.
30
No.
days have.
That's a haiku
December.
or whatever.
30
those things
days
are.
have.
Haiku.
Yeah.
30 days have September,
April,
Oh, Lord.
June, and November. That's the part that I'm remembering. 30 days have September, April, June, and
Oh, here it is.
November.
All the
And
rest
then
have 31 except for
February doesn't.
A friend of mine just texted. You're right. 30 days have September, Aprul, June, and November.
We just
All
read
the
that.
rest, yeah.
I just read that.
I know, but I'm just
It's not very
like,
catchy, I don't think.
yeah,
It's not catchy, but it's something about the September and the November. So you're supposed to
Or you just look
remember
on
that.
your iPhone.
But most people, like,
Hey,
you know.
Yeah,
why
that's
would,
what I
Feel
do.
that easier?
why do I need this information?
How about
Rapid fire quiz?
There's one about the oysters too, like certain was it end in Y? Don't eat
Oyster
oysters or
song?
something. What
That's
is
a
it?
joke.
It
Not
is?
to eat oysters and days that end with Y.
No, like months.
Oh.
Like January, like February, January.
Oh,
like,
that would be nice to know. I don't
think
know
that's
that
something.
one.
Like you
About the
August.
seasons.
I could. I don't,
You're right.
you either
Eric.
eat it in Y or you don't eat it in Y.
Yeah, there is something that has
In
to
months
do
that end
that.
with a Y.
Yeah. Oyster fans out there would know. I don't eat
I
oysters.
know
so.
I should know this because I am an oyster fan.
It says eating wild oysters in months with the letter R from September to April to avoid watery shellfish or worse, a nasty bout of food poisoning.
So don't eat them in.
yeah.
September to April, you don't eat them? I thought you
That's
want them
what
in the
it said.
cold months
Yeah.
because the cold waters make good fat oysters. I don't know.
No.
You would think
Yeah,
I would know
there it
the
is.
seasons. I never
It's
know
been a
the
rule of thumb
seasons.
for 4,000 years.
It's the same thing with
4,000
crawfish
seasons.
season.
So
Yeah.
it's R, not Y.
So it's R.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't eat R or eat.
Yeah, here. Yeah, our month
That's
rule
so
consumption.
weird.
Hmm.
So many rules out there.
I know.
Okay, to ensure the oysters are at their peak flavor, it's not the R months.
But
I
don't you
didn't know
slurp
that
them
was a
down? You
thing.
don't even like taste them.
You
No,
don't
you
chew
do
'em,
taste
right?
them.
Yeah.
You do
you
taste
chew
them.
them?
You can taste them. It's, sometimes you chew them because if they're so big, you do chew them. And the thing is about the brininess of the water. Like East Coast oysters are typically very much smaller than
Yep.
Gulf oysters. Gulf oysters can be giant and
Massive.
fat.
Do they have a taste?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like the brininess of the waters that they were raised in.
Some of
Just
them
slurp
are
the water
super
then.
salty.
So
and-
good.
Oh.
So
But if
good.
you weren't to
Rula,
marinate them
let's
in
do that once
anything,
I pop
Yes.
this
They would
baby
be
After we
out.
have that baby girl, we're having an oyster date. That is for sure.
And some raw sushi.
Kim and I will be like those little kids. You could just put it in the oven, put some cheese on it, or whatever, or whatever.
Like them Rockefellers or
ravioli
Thermidors.
type.
Rockefeller, yeah. Make it.
I had some Rockefellers yesterday.
Grilled
They were
oysters. Yeah.
delicious.
Dang, that sounds
At
so good.
RuPaul is where I get them
You
here
did
locally.
introduce me to that, Kevin. I do have to say they were delicious.
Roasted oysters.
I
Oysters.
can do roasted. I can do roasted because they're technically cooked.
They're cooked 100%. You can do 100% cooked
let
oysters.
me have that, y'all.
You can do fried
true.
oysters. You know, my family's restaurant, when I would go there, I would always tinker around with like things you want to put together. And I took the dinner roll and I put coleslaw in it with a fried oyster. and I just smashed it down. 2 fried oysters with some coleslaw and one of those French roll dinner rolls. It's like a little mini po' boy.
Yeah.
It was so delicious.
You think I could train myself to
so
like
delicious.
coleslaw?
And you can eat fried oysters.
Like,
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
you got to get the right
I'm just so
coleslaw.
disgusted by it because you
You
don't
have to
be
get
able
the
to
right,
like.
yeah.
Well, you don't want the real
Cabbage and
mayonnaise
mayonnaise.
type.
Like
you want like the
even fish tacos. I'd say don't
Dijon
put the
vinegar.
cabbage in it.
Oh, no, that's the best part.
I hate
Yeah.
cabbage so
No, but
much.
it counter.
But it's the slaw.
Yeah,
I hate
it's
slaw.
I agree with Roula. It's the
Yeah.
slaw.
I know I need
It's
to
the
train.
slaw.
I feel like I need to train myself. It just feels slimy, and I don't like that
I feel like
white.
you've gone
gotta
this
find the
far
right
in life.
kind.
Like
Listen,
you're
some
But I
fish
feel like I'm
tacos,
missing
though,
out,
Eric, it's
Sam.
not
Oh,
slaw.
okay.
Some fish tacos, it is dry cabbage, like
I like
purple
the
and
dry.
The
like,
red,
yeah.
dry.
Yeah.
And they have a sauce, like a crema or some kind of like
I thought this-
spicy chipotle crema or something.
I thought they just had the sauce. and the
Tacos.
fish.
You gotta make
Little-
people hungry for
little
seafood in the morning.
You're
vinegar
gonna
in
make
it.
me real hungry. I brought PB&J again.
Oh, Sam, I brought you one.
You bring one
Did you
for
bring me
us?
a cutie?
A Smuckers? I mean, an Uncrustable?
Yay!
Oh, I
No,
thought it was an
cutie.
Uncrustable.
She's gonna
No.
try it during the break. We'll find out if it's
Oh, yeah, if it's
sour.
a-
Oh, I got one and she got one. So let's see which one of us
Okay.
got. It's like Russian roulette with tangerines.
Fingers crossed. I got
But
a
they're
good one.
usually very telling from the outside. The outside is going to show you that you don't want to
No,
open this.
I would
Really?
disagree.
Really?
Because sometimes
Is this a
when
debate?
I know.
Oh,
It's a daily
Stop it.
discussion.
It's a
No.
daily discussion.
I'm going to debate you on that because sometimes when they're really hard, I'm like, oh, they're going to be juicy because they're hard. You can't squish them. And then it has a terrible flavor. And then other times when they're super soft, sometimes they're really good. I think it's really like
It's a
roulette.
crapshoot. I thought you were talking about being rotten or not. You're talking about being juicy and tasty.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
This
the
one was
rotten one is
healthy.
obvious. The juicy tasty.
It doesn't have the little sticker, Ryan.
Juicy.
Like those turkey legs at the rodeo. Juicy.
Hey, when we come back, I got the rhyme song with the 30 days if you want.
Well, that'll get us. That'll get listeners tuned in.
amazing.
Blockbuster ratings extravaganza.
Hey guys, tomorrow we're not doing roses.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna do
just talk
Twinkle
about-
Twinkle
Yeah,
Little
we're gonna
Star.
sing-
We should talk about this. And then someone said about the nines on your knuckles. You know what that is?
Well, we'll
No.
find out next in Scoop.
If we're going to
It's gonna
do
be
it, we
knuckle
might as
scoop.
well go into it. This is actually
Is it
how
a
I do my
song, or
nines.
it's a way to remember
No,
stuff?
it's a way to remember them.
We're getting back in touch with our kindergarten self.
I need
I
this,
think it's
y'all,
my
before rapid fire.
Hey, I don't tie my
Let me have
shoes.
this.
I wear on, so I don't have to tie my shoes.
Oh my
Such
God,
a
they're
weirdo.
embarrassing.
I had to
You and
tie
those
your
damn
shoes
ons.
the
Ons
other
are the
day.
best.
Plus, we'll give you an update on the jackpot for the Secret Sound. How much money could you win today? Here's your official weather for today.
It is going to be cloudy. Got a slight chance of rain in the early morning hours. That was redundant. Right now, 75 degrees and 6:13 on the Roula Ryan Show with Eric.
KRBE's Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Celebrity Scoop.
It's brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas, and the Secret Sound continues today between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. We have 5 chances for you to win some money, brought to you by Shell Federal Credit Union. Yesterday, we premiered the first... No, wait, yesterday was Tuesday.
No.
Monday, we premiered the first Secret Sound.
Yes.
It did not get guessed until yesterday afternoon. The jackpot in the end ended up going for $936.
What was it?
It was a stainless steel thermos with the cap being spun off of it.
Oh.
The funny thing is, when we played it, we didn't know, but then we watched the video because you got to record everything.
Video.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
When we
Kevin
make the
proved.
sound, we
And
record the
it was
sound
Kevin
visually.
who did that. He goes, "Oh yeah, that was me." I'm like,
I forgot he did that.
I
Remember
thought
he
that
did
was
it?
the funniest
That was
thing
funny.
ever.
I'm like,
for
you don't remember you
some
did that?
reason. No,
Yeah.
you did not.
That's
So it
too
was a
funny.
stainless steel thermos with the cap being unscrewed.
Like a
So now
Yeti
we're
type
on
thing.
to the new sound, and the new sound jackpot's at $208. So if you text the word secret to 37530, we will send you the exact times we're going to play the secret sound, and you can be caller 104 and guess. If you guess incorrectly, we add another $104 to the jackpot. And also, if you guess incorrectly, there's no stopping you from just trying again for the next guess. You can be caller 104 as many times as you have the
Yeah.
luck to be caller 104.
Yep.
You can just win once, like once every, what
It's
is it,
the
90
luck
days?
of the dial,
Yeah.
that's all.
I don't
So
know what it is. Is it 60 days, 90
is it
days?
60 or 90 days now,
90
Sam?
days.
90 days.
So once
Three
every
months.
90 days, you can win.
Yep.
Secret Sound brought to you by Shell Federal Credit Union. Before I get into my movie story, just real quick, Sam, we were talking about the months of 30 days, half September, April something, and November, whatever, except for February, which something something and ends in 31. What's that phrase? You found it?
Oh, ooh, sorry.
Oh, I thought you had that.
No, her knuckles.
No,
Oh,
it was
you-
the knuckle one.
Okay,
but
tell me.
the
have
rhyme
the
for the
30.
month was 30 days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31 except for February.
This one, this
that
person said
doesn't
it was
rhyme.
30 days, has
No, it
September,
doesn't.
April, June, and November, except for, hold on a second.
I have it in song form.
You do? one short of February.
Are you going to sing it?
It's done. All the rest have 31.
Or you have audio of it?
Yeah, somebody sent me a link.
Oh, you got to sing it though if you're going to
But
do
did
it.
you check the link, or is it you open your link on the phone and there's an ad,
It's that
and
guy
it's through
naked,
your phone?
It's that guy naked on the
It's-
couch with that big old thing.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
I remember
God.
I sent that to Mark when he was at work, and he was so mad at me, Eric. He was so mad at me.
Oh, it
Naked
opened
memes.
up and people at his work saw it?
He was
doing a big
so
He's got a big
Presentation.
presentations on the
mad.
screen.
Oh my gosh.
so
Oh,
mad
man.
at me. No,
What's the knuckle thing?
Okay, so someone texted and they're like, y'all don't remember the nines? If you do multiplication, it's
Okay.
your knuckles. So if you do, give me 1 through 9 times 9. Like, give me
Like
a number.
7 times 4?
Like
8
seven
times 9.
Like 8 times 9?
Okay, 8 times
so
9.
you go to the 8th knuckle, right?
Uh-huh.
So you're doing the same thing as the concept of the month. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Listen,
Oh, wait, that doesn't work. But
Maybe
it doesn't work.
Wait a second.
8 doesn't work.
Because 9 times 8 is 72.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Oh,
But
Sam.
I know, I'm sorry. Okay, so let's say it's 4. 4 times 9.
Okay.
You're supposed to put down your 4th knuckle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. And then it's 30, and you count the rest of your fingers, 36. So 9 times 4 is 36.
I'll just use my calculator.
Oh, I see
You're
how
obviously
doing it.
confused.
But see, that's when you're counting with
You
your
see what I'm
hands.
saying?
But
Yeah, you
like-
count with your hands,
I-
but like
Yeah,
you do
yeah,
it like
yeah.
that.
Give
I hear
her,
ya.
give her a math question and rapid
No,
fire.
don't.
Oh,
or
yeah.
if it's
See
like,
if she can do her knuckles real quick in 2 seconds.
Sam will
it's
give you an
against
extra
9.
second to do this with your
Yeah.
knuckles.
That's funny.
But that's how I remembered how to do 9. I don't know.
I mean,
it works,
we all
but
learn our
it's-
multiplication tables. It's just muscle
the only one
memory.
I had.
They drilled into your head over and over and
Yeah,
over
now
again.
I can't remember. Like it used to be
No.
9 times 9.
Well, there was
81.
the 81.
Yes. See?
There
You
was
remember that.
the rapid quiz of the 12, like the 10 pluses, like 11 times 12, 12 times 13, 13 times 14, like those. The only one that stuck with me was 12 times 13 is 156.
Oh, see, I remember 12
I could
times
not
12.
remember. Well, 144 easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like 15 times 16, that did not stick with me.
Oh, we didn't go. We only did the tables up to 12. Like, I don't think we did the memorization of like 15 times.
Well, I definitely
9.
remember 13 times 12 was 156. Of course, everybody knows 12 by 12
Yeah.
is 144. Anyway, it's all about school and math. So kids pay attention because it's STAR test time.
Yeah, don't be like me.
And everyone's real worried about the STAR test, so stressed out about how everyone has to be quiet. It's a really long test. There's no moving around. There's no shuffling. Take a snack. Eat a good breakfast. Get a good breakfast before you go to school. And I do want to wish a very happy birthday to Isaiah Castillo. They say, our family, our longtime listeners, we love the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric. Can you please wish Isaiah Castillo a happy 13th birthday from mom,
Come on,
dad,
Sam.
and sister, and tell him, let's go Rockets, because we'll be at the game tonight.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you so much.
Yeah, it's an early 6:30 start. So.
If you're going to the game tonight, you better start getting there. Leave at 4 o'clock. Just try and get in there.
And that sound that Sam just said, that might
That'll come up.
here in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Just letting everyone know.
Dumb question amnesty's right around the
The sound
corner.
that she just said.
Yep.
Hey. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. That's funny.
Just wait
Okay.
for it.
It's not from House Bunny.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about this. Rob Reiner, who is, the director of Misery, which I didn't realize that. I didn't realize Rob Reiner directed Misery. I know he directed When Harry Met Sally. He was
Started
in
out
it.
as an actor.
Yes.
And became this.
still
Jake
does
Reiner, his son, was on
world-class.
KPRC Channel 2 for many years here.
Yep.
You know what? The last thing I saw him in was The Wolf of Wall Street. Remember he played
Oh, yeah, he was
Leo's
good.
dad.
He did?
Yeah, he played
I don't
Leo.
know that at
the
all.
He was like
Leo's
an
dad.
accountant, or he's like one of the main guys. He's like, you can't be doing this. You
Oh,
can't
I do not remember that at all.
Yeah, he's
Isn't that
talking
crazy?
He's
about-
always yelling. He's always
And he's
like,
talking about
Well-
like female grooming and stuff. He's a riot in that movie.
A lot of Stephen King books have been made into movies. Pet Cemetery.
Oh, yes. My
that one really
He's not just
traumatized
horror
me.
though.
Carrie.
Carrie.
What-
Misery.
What's the one with the car?
Christine.
Christine. I
that's
never
it.
saw that one.
And there was one with tractor trailers, too.
That's Maximum Overdrive.
Oh, yeah, that was a.
Well,
That scared me.
Kathy Bates won an Academy Award for playing the crazy woman who traps James Caan's character in Misery. He's the author that she's obsessed with. She can't wait for the next Misery book that he's going to write about the series about this woman named Misery. And she finds him and rescues him off the side of a snowing mountain crash. And he thinks, oh, thank God you rescued me and saved me. But really, she's obsessed and psycho, and she has kept him prisoner. And when he starts to get better, she breaks his ankles so that he can't leave.
Oh, my
so
God.
In
violent.
such a gruesome way, Sam.
It is so violent.
Like, I've never seen the movie. I thought it was called Misery because he was in misery because of pain.
Yeah.
So now
No.
I just learned something. I've never seen the movie,
it's
but I
the
know
character
this scene.
Misery that she's crazy about this book series that he writes. James Caan's character is an author who writes this series about misery, and she's obsessed with the Misery series.
It's hilarious. I never knew that.
Yeah.
So, Rolla, would I be spoiling anything if I told Sam how she breaks his ankle?
Oh, no.
Can I do the story? I'm going to do the story about
That's
why the well, it's not a spoiler. It's just about
what really happened.
What's
in the book?
really in the. If you read these Stephen King books, most people who read books get mad about the movie not being the same.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And we've all learned over the years in Hollywood that you have to change certain things because I don't know, they just think you have to.
It's got to be more
like
mass
the ending of
appeal
The
or it doesn't
Firm is
print.
not the ending in the book that John Grisham wrote, and I was so disappointed because the ending is actually really good.
I never understood that why they would. If the book is so popular and
it's
so many people
Why
are
change
successful,
the
and
ending?
the reason you're doing this movie is because of the book.
Yeah.
Why would you screw with the ending?
Exactly.
I don't
right,
care if it
Eric.
doesn't fit. That doesn't make sense. That just shows people want to screw with other people's stuff. Even if you have the best idea, someone will come in and go, "Yeah, it's a great idea," but I want to add something so they can.
Because there's not just the author; there's a screenplay author.
Yeah.
So the screenplay author will
He wants
take
to get
like
his-
the
but his-
piece of literature, and then they've got to change it for filming.
to put their stamp on it.
Well, Rob Reiner has an answer to that, Eric.
So he changed it?
Because in the movie Misery, Annie is the character Kathy Bates plays, and she's reading the latest book that James Caan has written about misery. But in the book, I think he kills off misery or something.
Yeah.
And she freaks out and says, "You're not leaving here until you rewrite this book. You're bringing her back." And he was like, "That's just how I wanted the character to go." No. And she puts his ankles in this sling, and she takes a sledgehammer and she totally crushes his ankles, and she forces him to rewrite misery.
Because he tried to
But
escape.
in the book, she chops them off.
Wow.
I
didn't
didn't know this before.
Yeah.
And Rob Reiner's at a film festival this past weekend talking about the artistic creative differences between the writers of the novels and how they have to go in Hollywood. And the person who did the screenplay was like, "Listen, you can't change that part. That's Stephen King wrote. That's the thing about her. She's crazy. She cut off his feet because she's so mad that he killed off misery."
Right.
Rob Reiner's like, "That is way too gruesome for this movie. We are not doing that. We will crush his feet and crush his ankles, but we're not gonna
Cut him off.
We're not cutting him off because in the end he does recover. In the end, he is rescued.
He
in the
does?
End,
He doesn't bleed out?
well, she breaks him.
No, she breaks
But
him.
Puts a
doesn't.
block in between his
And
feet and sledgehammers.
It's so horrible.
They
yeah,
do
but
a
in
time
the book,
hop.
if she cuts him off, doesn't
Right. Anybody read Misery? Text me at 37530. Does he die in the end?
I bet knowing him, he probably explains. And then she took a hot poker and
like seared it or
seared it
something.
to-
Yeah.
Something to
I didn't
cauterize
think
it.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in the end, he's he's recovered. It's months later, and he's hobbling with a cane because of his injuries from his ankles. And he's in a restaurant talking to his publisher, and just to show you how traumatized he is, there's a waitress coming around the corner, and he imagines it's her.
Yeah.
And he's
wow.
like freaked out. And then as she comes closer, you realize it's actually not her. It's
Does he write another
Just a
book?
server.
And it's about her?
Did he, Ryan? Do you
I
remember
don't
that?
think so. His next book had nothing to do with that. I
I
thought.
think it was about her. I think it was about his situation.
You started doing the romance.
He's doing
Fabio
rom-coms.
type.
Yeah.
Those kind of books. What are
Yeah.
those things called?
James.
What are those books called that women used to read in the grocery store?
Harlequin romances.
Yeah, and on the beach.
Yeah, you always see those
Where my
ladies
aunt,
with the.
yeah, my aunt
Yeah.
used to read it on the beach. So I was like,
Those guys with the
Fabio would be on
muscles.
the
Yeah.
cover of every
He'd be a
book.
pirate at one
Yeah.
time.
Well, Fabio isn't Fabio, right?
he had that
Fabio.
kind of
Yeah,
hair.
yeah.
Yeah.
He had the
More than
long
words,
hair and the
guys.
Do you know who Fabio is, Sam?
Yes.
The I can't believe it's not butter guy.
Type in Fabio roller coaster accident.
Oh, man.
Is this for safe for work?
It is
Yeah,
fine.
no,
yeah,
it's real.
He got
The
just
bird?
what's he gonna find?
He went on a roller coaster ride and a
And-
bird hit him in the face.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
You can't control
busted
that.
His nose.
Yeah.
His nose all bloody.
Isn't that crazy?
I feel like
I
he
was
was just
hit
in
by
the
a
news the
bird.
other day, like talking about how he came to America because he wanted to be a model, and his dad was like, "No, you're never going to make it." And now he's.
Wait, he was a model.
He was.
That's what I'm
and
saying. He
was
came
dad
to like
didn't think.
his dad didn't think he could.
Think about it. Go to America and it's like Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to America and become a big
bodybuilder.
bodybuilder, then a movie star, and then do politics. And he did it all.
I'll tell you
Really?
that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Schwarzenegger
I'm
documentary
gonna
on
have my
Netflix.
son be in White Lotus and do some weird stuff.
Oh yeah, Ooh, that was weird.
Fabio is 66 years old now, y'all.
Is he?
Interesting.
Yeah, I remember Fabio when we first started the
How old is
show. He's 66 now. When we first started the show, so he was in his 40s when we started the show, there was a reality show where the topic of discussion was that this girl had gone out with him prior to this guy meeting her, and he dumped her because he was so offended that she thought Fabio was relationship worthy.
We did a whole topic about
He's
that.
like,
Yeah.
I'm not going out with you. That is embarrassing. I'm not going to be with Fabio's
You dated
ex.
Fabio? I'm like, well, who cares?
You dated Fabio. But it does bring up something like, Oh, you used to go out with her. I can't date you.
I mean, that could. If you found out who your partner had slept with before you, and it was somebody like Fabio, you'd be like, ooh.
Yeah, his name is Fabio Lanzoni.
You can't compete.
And where's he from?
Lanzoni.
He's from Italy? Lanzoni.
Yes.
Yeah, he's Italian.
You got to do this
All right.
thing. You got to raise your hand when you say that.
Lanzoni. All right, coming up next, it is the last day of the month, which means it's dumb question amnesty time. 833-390-KRBE. You ask us a question you don't have an answer to. It could be about any topic, even radio topics, things behind the scenes you're curious about.
Bring it.
What color are Eric's socks today? All things like that.
Oh,
So
I have to wear
Eric's socks.
I was just thinking that.
you
That's
want to
right.
ask.
You
I
better
wear
be wearing
I have to wear
socks.
socks. I can't.
A lot of times I wear those, they're not visible socks. The
no-show.
The no-shows. But you can call us right now, 833-390-KRBE.
Bring it.
Yeah, dumb question amnesty next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Now, time for Dumb Question Amnesty on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
You bunch of dummies.
You dummies.
No, it's not because you're dumb. We're calling it that, dumb
dummy.
question amnesty, because no question can be too dumb. So many people from all ages refuse to ask questions because they feel dumb.
Or maybe
They're
it's
like,
just
I can't ask
something-
this question because I feel dumb, and they're going to be judging me, or maybe I missed the answer already, and
In a
I don't
big
want to feel
group.
dumb.
Well, everybody's fearful of ridicule,
Yes.
but then also there are situations where maybe you're driving in traffic and you think of something and you forget to,
We should play the one real
look
quick
it up.
on the listener line, the one for Sam.
Sam.
Just so, because I know we just go down the
We got
line with
lots.
calls. I want to get to them. But
All right, here we
let's
go.
play this one for Sam to answer.
Hey, I have a couple questions for the show for Dumb Question Amnesty. What's the backstory to Sam's hey, happy birthday?
I'll finish the rest of the call. I want to let Sam.
Oh, I love the movie House Bunny, and there is the main character. She always said people's
Anna
names. Yeah, Anna Faris. She always said people's names in that like weird masculine voice. Like here's just a little small clip of it.
That's Lily, also, by the way. Lily. And this here is Harmony. Harmony. And Carrie May. Carrie May. And then Joanne over there. Joanne.
Wow, you hired the exorcist. That's great.
Oh, my God.
I thought it was because of this.
Hey, happy birthday.
And I think it tied in, and then
It tied my. I would hear that, but I would always think of House Bunny, and so then I
okay.
was mocking that because it was funny for that, and then House Bunny. That's where I
That's-
got that weird,
Hey, happy
gravelly
birthday.
voice for.
Sounds-
Well,
now it's tradition. We can go back
Marcus
to
is
that
on the
later.
Yeah,
line.
I'll go back to their part.
Okay.
Yeah, Marcus is on the line because he is continuing what Sam was talking about. Either a texter sent you this, or you found it online about the knuckles and the nines and the multiplication we were just talking
Yes.
about, like how to quick math or remember how to do numbers.
And people are saying it's fingers. They didn't use
Well,
knuckles.
fingers looks obvious. Like people look at me and I'm using my
yeah,
fingers.
counting
and
with
they-
your fingers
Yeah, that's
right
what
at
I was
first
thinking
grade,
too.
right?
So-
Marcus, let's see what he's got to say because it's
I'm ready,
dumb question
Marcus.
amnesty. We're all going to learn something because we feel dumb. Hi, Marcus. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
So nines are super easy with multiplication up to 10.
Uh-huh.
All you do is subtract and add. So 9 times 7, 7 minus 1 is 6. 6 plus 3 equals 9, 63.
Wow.
9 times 9, 9 minus 1 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 81.
I am the
9 times
smartest
4.
man alive.
That's true. And once you learn it in your muscle,
Yeah, it's muscle memory.
but it's
That
like
seems so
it seems
confusing.
harder to me.
No, I agree.
Can you
That's
say
how
that one
I
more
do
time?
it. I mean, that in my head, that's how I do it. 9 times
need to, like,
anything.
write
I think
this out.
You think of 10 times something and you just take one away.
Because our brain's not. We're not. We don't. What do we do
Yeah.
that for? There's us.
there you go.
9 times 8.
Yeah, 72.
That's the problem because I know it.
I don't know. Anyway, it's a lot of early math. That's why we can't take the STAR test. We would fail.
Oh,
We would not provide for the school ratings.
we could barely do the rapid fire.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I know.
Marcus, thank you so much for listening to the show. You have a great Wednesday.
Thanks for being smart.
Thank you, sir. You
Thank
taught
you.
somebody
Y'all have
something
a good
today.
one.
Thank you, honey. Somebody's like, yes, Marcus, that's awesome. But meanwhile, the rest of us, the hamsters are in the wheel.
And Jules, my best friend, is a math teacher. She's probably cringing right now.
you
No, and I'm
nerds.
like,
Yeah. or
Yeah.
she's like, how do you not know this?
Are you some damn moron?
Yes,
Well,
Jules.
I
I'll be
have
teaching
a
my
dumb
son
question.
math. So
I
I'm
have a
not
dumb
worried
question
about
real
it.
quick. At what age are you supposed to know how to spell simple things like broccoli? Like if you're
Broccoli's
a third
not
grader.
simple.
Yeah, well,
Broccoli's not a simple
I
word?
thought you were going to say like ladder or
Cat or dog.
Okay, at what age are you supposed to know how to spell broccoli? Third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade,
I don't
sixth
know
grade,
if I
seventh
know how.
grade?
college.
Yeah,
No,
that
not
seems
college,
definitely
y'all.
college level.
I have,
No, stop.
I could just, it'll tell me when I'm typing it in, I spell it
Please
wrong.
use it in a sentence.
Yeah, broccoli. Sam, spell broccoli.
I can't
You know
spell
how to
broccoli. I spell broccoli.
Did
We'll
you
do it
like
together. Say,
broccoli
ready?
with the
But see,
cheese?
now I have
Don't write it down.
You
Just
put
go.
me
I
on
have
the
to write it
spot.
down.
Both of y'all together.
Sam, let's
Sam
do
and
it
Aaron.
together.
3,
Like
2,
those
1.
twins from Australia. Ready?
Yeah, go.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Say it together.
B-R-O-C-C-O-L-L-I.
No. One.
Is it one L? That's what I wrote it down with one
Two
L.
C's.
See,
But it didn't look right.
I always think of the guy
Is
who
We're
it?
close, though, Sam. All right.
Isn't it the guy who wrote James Bond? Something Albert Broccoli something.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I just remember
Oh, it
seeing
is.
it.
Yeah, see, look, I wrote down with one L, but it didn't look right. I thought it
Broccoli.
had two L's.
You
I
got it
don't know.
right.
Think
Yeah.
of coli. E. coli is C-O-L-I. It ends in coli.
Oh, the cough drops?
No, the sickness that makes you go to the bathroom.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to Andrea. She has a KRBE question for Dumb Question Amnesty this morning. No question is too dumb.
Nope.
You have amnesty from being ridiculed for any question you might think is dumb.
Just make fun of us.
Hi, is it Andrea? Good morning.
Yes, it's Andrea, not Andrea.
Thank you. I know
Hey, how
that,
y'all this morning?
honey, I know the Andreas and the Andreas are very specific, so I always got to ask.
Yep.
Andrea, what is your question?
Yes. My question is, you know how y'all have you have say Rihanna, hey, this is Rihanna, or hey, this is The Weeknd, or hey, this is SZA 104. Do y'all use AI for that, or do they actually record that for y'all, and do y'all have to pay them for that?
That's a funny question
fee
because
to
with
use their
AI, you
name?
would think that's a very valid question
You
now with
probably
AI.
could do that.
They're
but
actually Kevin voices. It's not even Rihanna. It's
No,
Kevin just
stop.
does characters.
a lot of times
No,
when they come
it's-
up to the radio station, they will actually record that.
Or
they
they
do it-
will do things for us from like via satellite. Let's say
Or sister
we send them
stations.
something for a sister station. Like when Ed Sheeran was here, Andrea, years ago for Studio 104, he did a private performance for us, right? Before he did that, he went into our production director's studio, and the production director had a list of things for him to say, like, hi, this is Ed Sheeran, and you're listening to the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric on KRBE or whatever it is, right? So we capture them then. We capture them then,
What was the-
saying our station
Haven't got them
name.
to
A
record
couple
one.
artists sing songs too. Get your KRB on. What was
Oh,
that?
yeah, they do a
Was it,
special mix.
That was a Sia.
Sia.
Sia actually
Oh,
put
yeah, that was
KRBE
cool.
into her song
So
for
I think
us.
she sat in a room and they probably said, "Hey, you need to take the top
10,
5
or
or 10,
20, maybe. You know, never
the
know.
top stations in the country, and sing this for them."
So that's a great question, Dre, because it's definitely not AI, although I can see now in our environment you'd think it is. But no, all of the artists that you hear on KRBE saying, hey, this is Rihanna, hey, this is so-and-so, that actually was them saying it for us.
And people are trying to do that now with jocks, and that they're trying to do AI stuff and pretend like they're real, which is so
that's wrong.
Just not unethical.
Right. This AI
hold
kind
up.
of gets annoying sometimes.
But when you hear my Beyonce drop, I really met her and interviewed her in person and asked her politely at the end of our interview to say that.
That was
and
a
she
hard-earned
did.
minor.
That was a hard-earned drop. And we didn't get anything from that entire thing except for that drop.
Andrea,
Thank you,
Kevin and I are
Jesus.
still waiting for our
Okay, go
Beyonce
ahead.
picture.
That's okay.
Kevin.
Are you so special? Get that.
Kevin,
Yeah,
actually.
get that.
Same thing with Lizzo.
No, the one I remember is when you had Fallout Boy, and instead of saying Roula and Ryan, you
Right in it, Ruler in the douchebag. Yes,
That
I
is
talked
so
to Fall Out
funny.
Boy and had Pete Wentz say instead of Ruler Ryan. Said,
He's
right.
the
If
best.
I pick that up.
Peter's so
Andrea,
fun.
great question. Thank you so much for asking. You have a great Wednesday.
I'm listening to 104.
Thank you. So
Thank
we got
you.
to drop with Andrea. You can be one of our listener
We did
drops.
that once. Remember? Do you have a name that's a celebrity name?
Oh,
Remember?
yeah,
Then we
Jessica
had-
Biel, Julia Roberts.
yeah.
And then we had them say,
Jennifer
"Hey, this is
Lopez.
Jessica Biel. You're listening to the Roula and Ryan show."
That was hilarious.
Jessica. Okay, listen, we're going to continue Dumb Question Amnesty throughout the day because it is the last day of the month, and that's when we let you ask your questions. We'll do it again at 8:20 this morning. And coming up next, it's this. Boom.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
What's going down in H-Town?
104.1 KRBE.
Okay, of course, tonight it's do or die for the Rockets. 6:30.
Just show some heart.
Be glued to the TV.
Hey, did I see it's the 25th anniversary of Mario Ellie's Kiss of Death? I think it's the 25th
What's around
anniversary
that time?
Yeah.
There's
Playoff
only
time.
been 9 teams out of the whole 50 years of basketball, whatever it's been,
Yeah.
where they've come back to win 3-1.
It hasn't happened since
And
2020.
the 2 teams that have
do it.
and out of those 9, 2 of them have been the Rockets, and the years they did it ended in 5.
Because they got the heart of the champion.
And what year is this? 2025.
Oh, so you're saying
We can do it. We can do
it
it.
is possible.
Yeah, they did it 2015 against the Clippers. I remember that one, and then they did it 2005 or something. 95.
Well, good luck,
95,
Rockets.
In 95, you're right. That's Mario Ellie's Kiss of Death.
So,
Let's do it.
It's
When he
possible.
dropped that shot
30 years
and he
ago.
did the Kiss of Death. Like, that's right, Phoenix Suns. We're going to the finals, and you're not.
All right. Special K, what do you got?
All right, so today we've got some complaints about the concession stand. And this poor woman works very hard on doing this for the Little League. You know, you volunteer, you put in all your blood, sweat, and tears for these kids. Last thing you want to hear is me complaining about the pizza.
Oh, my God. The concession stand is for real at these Little League games. It's crazy.